DG Radio. Okay. Now that we got the world listening, it's time we make this thing interesting. Every Saturday we on from 4 to 6. The one radio show you can't afford to miss. Shout out my homie Beans and my man Smooth. My dog ASR here, damn fool. My guy Cheek working the connections. Run around the room giving out directions. Download the tune in that. Search Daily Grind. Watch us bring that movement back. Dog.
Exactly. Yo, what up? It's the K Show. We back.
Another week,
jam-packed show.
packed.
Real packed.
Gills, man.
Yeah.
Special guest.
Yeah, a lot of special guests.
Tia Maria.
She's here.
Got purple
Yeah,
lipstick,
flash.
pink. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I color coordinate.
I think she came ready though. Like she's ready.
Yo,
Got all
she
that
ready.
shit on. Like
She ready to bust
she
it
ready to
down.
go, man. We got our first guest.
Yeah,
Smooth.
yeah. Kia Dawkins.
I know.
What up?
There we
What
go,
up?
man. Y'all just all
What
on
up?
the camera.
Yeah, I know. So it's like a lot.
Man.
It's a lot of controversy going on with this interview.
Well, all right. Before we do that, all right, let's talk about this whole Virginia situation going on. 'Cause I got a lot to play in this situation.
Okay, good.
I think we should go get some Greyhound buses, a bunch of fucking bats, and shoot down to Virginia. Who's down?
I'm done.
Smooth.
Down? Yeah, I'm always down.
Chief?
I'm with it.
He has no
I'm
fucking
down.
clue what we talking about.
We're all black and
don't.
everything.
You know what I'm telling you? Like, Trump ain't saying shit. He ain't heard nothing from him.
Trump out the coast anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all he worried about is North Korea. Like, don't worry about them. Worry about what the fuck going on here.
Right.
He trying to label Black Lives Matter as a terrorist group. That's some bullshit.
But
Like,
tell what's going on, man. It's like some white supremacist shit going on.
they walk around with
marching.
torches.
Yeah, they marching on shit. But they
Now, we
doing
had
fucking
torches,
shit.
dog. They would have killed us by now. Like, we
Yeah.
been done.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but we dealing with that in our own city.
yeah, we are.
Did certain swim clubs. I wasn't gonna give them the space, but I'm gonna give it to them anyway.
Give it to them.
Drexel Hill Swim Club, correct?
Exactly.
You can enlighten us on the situation. We'll just chime in and get ignorant.
Well, I'm not gonna say the name, but I had signed up as a member of Drexel Hill Swim Club a few weeks prior to giving my daughter a Sweet 16.
Okay.
They basically told me what the rules were. They told us we can bring our own grill, we can bring our own food. One lady did tell me we were allowed to have speakers with a laptop, but not a DJ. I asked another lady maybe a day or two after why we weren't allowed to have a DJ, because I noticed on their page every time they had a party there were DJs.
Okay. Not their own DJ. It was a.
Someone that they invited to be a DJ.
Okay.
And the girl Laura actually told me, you can have a DJ. So I hired a DJ.
And who's Laura? Is she the
She works there.
manager or?
I
Just
think she's like a
employee?
camp counselor there or something. But she's
Laura, get your
there.
weight up. You go ahead.
So they basically told me I can have as many kids as I wanted, as long as everybody paid $5 to get in.
Okay.
I paid my membership fee to have the party. I booked the DJ. I booked a photographer. Had cake. We had a grill, basically like a cookout thing.
Okay.
My daughter Dominique actually had about 15 girls that she called her squad. All the girls were dressed in squad bathing suits.
Yeah.
That was like her team. So when we got there was a little controversy on where we were supposed to sit. As soon as we got there, we were setting up in the front. Laura again gave us tables and told us to set up in the front. Two older white women came out and told us, "Yous are supposed to be back there."
How say it again?
Yous.
Use.
Use.
Not even a word.
Use.
Yous. Y-O-U-S, I guess.
I'm gonna chime in on that in a little bit. I'm gonna just let that marinate.
Yous are supposed to be back there, which was where the tables were, like picnic tables, all the way back behind the pool, nowhere near the pool.
They wanted to keep y'all out of sight. Okay.
I guess. But however, I said Laura gave me tables and told me it was okay to sit here. So we sat up in the front. And another thing I was wondering, like, if y'all were so against the DJ, why did you let him in and let him set up?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the problem at hand. Once they seen how many kids were coming in, it was like a lot of the staff just started like crowding around us, asking a bunch of questions, telling us where our kids could sit and where they couldn't sit. They were sitting right in front of the DJ, in front of like a booth, not a booth, like bleachers, bleachers. And the kids were sitting there and they was like, "You can't sit there, you need to move, you guys need to get out of here." Our DJ played Meek Mills.
Okay.
Nightmares and Dreams. He also played a song by Carly B.
Okay.
I'm not familiar.
Bodak Yellow.
Bodak Yellow, that's what it is.
You don't go hard.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, the members, the staff members, and some of their actual members that were there were upset about the lyrics that were in the song, which I can understand as a parent. I have a 20-year-old and 16-year-old myself, so I am familiar with some of the stuff that they listen to.
Yeah.
So I went to the DJ and told him it was DJ Tiz. I told him, bring it down and no profanity. I need you to play all clean radio version songs.
Yeah.
He was cool with that. He was like, that's fine. He was there along with his mom. They all agreed, this is how it should be done. For respect.
Yeah.
They complained about the radio. They kept coming over telling us, turn it down, turn it down. They told us 3 times to turn it down. We turned it down. Every time they asked us, to the point where you couldn't almost hear it. It was like a backyard barbecue was louder than the way they wanted us to have.
And all this,
it was the workers?
The actual workers, the staff members at Drexel Hill Soul Club.
So where was Laura?
Laura was there too. She was just standing there watching. She was, because I've never seen her act that way from the times that I've been there. She was really nice, actually. But she went along with her, I guess, co-workers right.
all the staff members.
So a lot of the
white.
all the staff members are white, and there were no other black people at the pool besides us.
That's the second issue.
After a while, the members of another race started to leave. They got mad. They were cursing at us. They were walking out the door, and the actual staff members that worked there was like, "Yous don't belong here. You need to go back to your own fucking neighborhood."
The staff members?
The staff members.
What?
Telling us our members are leaving because of you all being here. And I said, excuse me, but I'm a member too. And I paid my dues just like they did. But I guess because I was a new member and maybe not their color, that, it just wasn't sitting with them well.
Right.
So, I had words back and forth with them. Words, I always remain a lady of class first.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you bring me down to your level under no circumstances.
Yeah, you better.
Um,
I'd have been
they
wild
had-
from the rip.
They had my daughter crying, her friends, all the little 16, 17, 18-year-olds were consoling her. She was upset. And it's funny because my daughter didn't even understand exactly what was going on. When they said, "Yous don't belong here," she came to me and was like, "Mom, I thought you said we're members here."
Yeah.
She didn't get that it was a racial thing, that
Yeah.
yous don't belong here.
They don't understand that.
She
at that
did.
age now.
And even at 16, she said, "Mom, when we got home and talked about it, she said, 'Mom, we heard about this in school. We read about it.' She was like, 'I never thought that I would be a victim of racism.' She was like, I really don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me that somebody would not like me because of color my skin."
Right.
She said, "Mom, that's just plain stupid. You don't like me because my skin is a different color than
Yeah.
yours."
Right.
And this is out of the mouth of a child.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they called the cops on us. They came over and
Keep going.
there was a plainclothes cop named, I think her name was Maureen. However, she pulled the plug on our DJ so that no music could be played at all and told us we needed to get out.
What color?
You might have a
She
call
was like,
there. Hello? Call it. Can
Call
you hear
me
us?
live on the cave.
Oh, babe.
What's up?
Here.
What's up?
Oh, babe. Just trying to figure out the whole deal with the cave, my man.
What's going on? What you need?
No, I'm just trying to figure out, you guys play live video and stuff or what?
Yeah.
How do I get to it?
Alright.
I would elaborate on that one.
Right.
Know exactly what that is. I know exactly
That's
what's going
okay.
on.
I thought it was one of your coworkers. I'm like, you know what? Beans.
Anyway, after they called the police on us, the Marple Township police came. I spoke with, there were about 4 or 5 white police officers. I spoke with them, I explained to them how we were racially discriminated and disrespected, and I didn't think that it was fair. They had my child along with other people's children outside crying. I had parents come drop these kids off thinking that they were coming back to pick them up at 9 o'clock.
Right.
So therefore, I felt as a parent, I'm responsible for these children to make sure they get home safe or to the next location. My mom decided, bring all the kids to my house. So I called Ubers to get the kids where they needed to go. I had some of them, get in some of my family and friends' cars that
Right.
came to make sure that everybody got there safe.
Right.
So what time was that? Like, how long were you at the party?
We were there maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours. The party was supposed to last 5 to 9. Around 7, we were being kicked out.
Damn.
And they revoked my membership.
That's crazy.
And they revoked your membership.
Yeah, and they gave me my money back for the kids that came to pay $5. They gave me this envelope and it was like, here's your $5 back for every kid, but it was nowhere near as many kids as we had the money that they paid.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then I told them that I wanted my membership money back, and they were like, well, we'll talk about that another time. And that's when I went to another level and said, we're not going to talk about shit in another time.
Right.
You're going to give me my money back now.
Right.
Yeah. Turn up.
They gave me my money back and, asked me not to return. So, I'm left with trying to explain to my 16-year-old that racism is not okay. It's not to be tolerated and it's not to be taken lightly. I'm having trouble with her now at this point because I never taught either one of my kids to see color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I taught you to see people and you respect everyone, the same. You treat them the same. But now I have a 16-year-old who's saying she hates white people. And I mean, I can understand her frustration, but I can't continue to let her grow up thinking that it's okay to dislike white people just because a few bad apples.
Right.
And I explained to her, Peanut, well, her name is Dominique, but we call her Peanut.
She peanut on the cake.
She's Peanut on the cake. I explained to her, Peanut, you can't go on thinking that it's okay to hate white people because they hurt you, because they did this to you. You know what I mean? And I'm dealing with her with a lot of issues as far as, I hear her talking on the phone, FaceTime with friends, they're talking about the party, and I hear her saying things like, I hate white people, I can't believe they treated me like that, I don't ever want to be around white people again. I don't want my child growing up thinking that this is okay to think.
To have that mentality.
Right, because it's not okay.
Yeah, I can see how that could be like a traumatic experience for her too.
What's
She got
she
lived
do?
with that.
She's a student she's going into 11th grade at Kappa School of Performing Arts. She's a dance major, straight A student.
Talented young lady.
Very talented.
You go ahead, Peanut. We see you.
Right.
So, I'm not gonna change my children's way of thinking because this happened to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be less than a parent to think that it's okay to not like white people because this happened.
Yeah. And you got a petition, right?
I have a petition started 3 days ago. We
Okay.
have a little over 6,000
Oh.
signatures. I've gotten a lot of emails from news stations. Philly Mag, they published our article
Okay.
yesterday. Yesterday I did an interview with the Philadelphia Inquirer. So, this situation is getting some kind of publicity. And honestly, what I want out of it, I want them to publicly apologize to my child. That's what I want out of it. I hear everybody saying, oh, you should sue them, you should do this, you should do that, and go up there and protest with signs. I want them to apologize to my child.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't fair.
And this is her first time dealing with racism.
This is her first time, and
Right
she's not taking it well. I mean, I don't think anybody would take it well. I spoke to her pediatrician the other day because me and him are friends on Facebook, Dr. Carl Pullen, and told him, what Peanut's been dealing with, and he's like, well, you guys are on my schedule next week for a physical. When she comes in, I want to talk to her personally, and maybe she might need some kind of therapy or counseling to get through it. But she's been talking about it every single day since it came up. We were in a house yesterday, and she's washing dishes, and I turned the radio on, and Carly B song came on, and she's like, Mom, can you please turn it off?
Oh, so she's kind of traumatized.
She doesn't want to even go back to that.
I'm blaming Donald Trump for this shit, man.
Right.
For real. I'm really blaming him for
that's
this,
a shame.
man.
Well, actually, this happened before Donald Trump became president.
Yeah.
Racism happened before.
Oh, yeah, nah. But
Way before.
No,
he
they
became
got the
president.
courage
But-
now. They
yeah, but
just
now-
fight,
Where
like-
is Barstool Swim Club? It's in,
It is 510 Parkway Drive.
And we will not be
PA.
going.
oh.
And I got a lot of messages from people of other races, that stand with me and were basically asking me to boycott Drexel Hill Swim Club and try to get them shut
You know
down.
what?
But that's not my motive here. My motive is
You know what? Drexel Hill up there is racist, period. Like, that's farther up, like, Wynwood, right?
well, I was living in Lansdowne, PA.
Okay.
And I thought that it would be a good place to have a party because I'm like, okay, it's quiet. I mean, it was a quiet, clean place.
Yeah.
And being as though they said you can have a party, I'm thinking,
Perfect.
okay, so that if you're telling me as many teenagers as I want can come, that this is not going to be a quiet party. You know what I mean? And even if we had just a laptop with speakers, it's not going to be a quiet party. The kids were coming in, they were loud and happy birthday, Peanut, and turn up. You know how they do. So it's not going to be quiet.
Right.
You can't expect 50 teenagers to be quiet at a party. That's just unheard of.
Right.
So
That sounds like a culture clash too. Like white folks don't know how to get down, man.
They don't.
Yeah,
They think they do, but they don't.
But what's
man.
crazy is I'm looking on Drexel Hill Swim Club's page, and they have like every party that they announce. They say, "Hey, DJ Jim is going to be here. DJ Phil will be this day. Bring your own bottle for the adults last."
Oh, now have you ever?
Now, they
Have you
did
ever been
have-
there for a party?
I never been there for
Okay.
a party, and they also had a picture with 2 big speakers right in front of the pool, and like a bunch of white small kids having a party. Okay, they might not be as loud as teenagers, but it was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
No
I mean, they can
party
be
is
loud
going to be
regardless.
quiet.
Right. I wonder if they bought it out. I wonder if they like bought it out like no members allowed this day because it's their party.
Well, they said they weren't. That they don't do
They don't do
things
that.
like
Okay.
They make exceptions, man. And with the whole
But
staff
I
being
think
white,
that, yeah,
we got
the
problems.
whole
We got
staff is white. There's no black people.
We got
But for the stat, when I was reading your article, I thought it was the members saying,
It was the members and the people that actually work there.
Yeah, that's
And then when the
crazy.
members start getting really upset and leaving and cussing at us, that's when the people that actually work there was like, "Yous don't belong here. You need to go back to your own fucking neighborhood." And they were like,
That's
my
when
daughter's
shit
like,
started
"You
turning up.
Yeah.
don't
Immediately.
belong here. Why? I thought we had membership
Alright,
here."
I'm gonna show you how we do this right here. We would have turned that whole joint. Yo, the pool would have been red by the time we left there.
I mean, they called
I'm condoning it.
They called the police on us as if we were out there fighting or something.
Right.
Oh, what the police said?
They understood where I was coming from.
Okay.
Actually, he was like, "I definitely understand where you're coming from." He wrote down my name, address, and
Like police officer?
all white. They stayed there the entire time until we left. They were in the parking lot. I sent the kids out in the parking lot, trying to make arrangements to get them to another location
Yeah.
safely.
yeah, that's crazy that you had to do all that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So your petition is for a public apology for your child?
Apology, and they won't even answer the phone. Like Philly Mag said, they called them. They didn't answer the phone. A couple other people called them and asked them questions about the incident. They hung up on them. So I guess we're not even gonna get a public apology at this point. But I'm not backing down.
No.
So they basically
Okay,
don't want no
no.
black members in there. I said,
I mean, I don't know if they
petition for
have
all
black members.
to-
Yeah.
They may have black members, but I guess because it was a group of us and it was so many of us, and their other members started getting upset. That's when they kind of went racial on us.
Okay.
Wow.
The hell with Drexel Hill Swim Club.
Pretty much.
I say we all go up there and swim. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You gotta have a membership to swim.
Let's all get a member.
I ain't got nothing else to do after this.
Let's
Let's
all
go
get a
swimming.
membership and go swimming.
Oh, I ain't getting
That
no
pool will be
membership. They ain't gonna get my
gone.
money. They ain't gonna get my money, I'll tell you that now.
We
Yo, man.
swimming every day.
Hit us up, man. Everybody that's listening, hit us up. 215-909-9925. We got Kid Dawkins in here talking about racial discrimination.
And sign her petition. Where can they sign the petition at?
It's on change.org.
Okay.
You could just look up racism. It pops right up.
Damn.
Oh.
That's
Winning.
great.
We're winning.
Yeah.
We had a petition with care to petition, and they shut us down. After like a couple hundred signatures, they sent me an email saying we need proof that you were racially discriminated against, and they shut it down.
Well, okay.
So
They never want to hear the black side, man.
Right.
It's all good though. We winning anyway,
We
man.
always gonna win.
They still in our culture anyway. Culture vultures. That's what they is, man.
I don't fuck with Drexel anyway.
At all.
No.
At all.
But
At all.
as far as like, I don't know, your daughter and everything, like besides her being traumatized from the situation, everything else seemed fine? I mean, are the other kids, or
a couple of the other parents did reach out to me saying that their kid came home and was really frustrated and upset about what happened, and more so they felt sorry for their friend, of course.
okay.
And was basically explaining to their parent what happened and how everything went down, and told them that, Peanut was left crying and she was upset that her sweet 16 was ruined. I mean, this is something that my daughter's gonna live with for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
She'll probably grow older and tell her children, on my sweet 16 I was racially discriminated against. And,
Yeah.
and
That's,
this is something she's gonna live with the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And like I said, every single day since the day happened, August the 4th, she gets up talking about it. Like, either she's asking me a question about racism, or asking me a question about white people, or
yeah.
about the pool party, or just questions why, Mom, like, just what's the reason? And I don't
You
get
know
it.
what it is? Us as parents, we don't try to forget. Well, it didn't happen to us, but we try not to mention racism or what happened back in the day. But my kids, they go to like a all white school,
Mhm.
so I have to say that to them. Yeah, you're my friends, but this happened to us back in the day, it may happen to you. Like, don't trust them because they're not trustworthy. So you have to say that to your children. And unfortunately, when it comes down to them, like being called names or being, discriminated, then they're all like fucked up in the head. Like, damn, like I didn't know it's still happening. Like,
that's what
that
she
was
said.
history.
That's what she said. She said, Mom, I thought it was history. Like, I didn't think it would ever happen to me. And the bad thing about it, she goes to Kappa. I mean, the School of Performing Arts it's so diverse there. And she has so many, white girlfriends that she dance with, that she, hang out with. And it's like, I don't want her to change how she feels towards white people because of this one situation.
Right.
You just gotta keep a close eye on them.
Right,
They
definitely
sneaky, man.
You definitely will, because your friends will be cool, but the parents and the grandparents ain't as cool as your friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? Definitely. So.
We're gonna come
Yeah,
back.
definitely look into getting her some individual therapy too. Talk about it, man. Get it off your chest. That's not
she
gonna be
would
good
have
for
like,
her.
you don't want
Like,
to go to school.
Yeah, and she
like,
has the majority of white teachers. I
Right.
don't want her, and she's been straight A student since the beginning of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want this to affect her, any more than it already has.
Be no good.
Yeah.
Gotta excuse our
she got to more weeks.
issues over there.
Couple more weeks for her to.
As long as she gonna stand up like the young boy did in Boys in the Hood and start tripping about Africa and all that, she gonna be alright. He start to wild. No, I mean, as long as she don't do that, she cool.
Well,
All white people not
they
bad.
look real cute.
Yeah, they were cute.
They look real cute. I seen the pictures.
The bathing suit, the whole squad, everybody lined up.
Yeah. Thanks to Mom. She said, Mom, y'all had us litty.
We should go hire a DJ
They probably got scared, man. They
and
probably
set it up, dog.
But
It's
still, like, we didn't even do anything.
Yeah, for real.
a bunch
Kids
of
were
girls.
laughing and having, it was only like maybe 4 or 5 guys at the party. It was all girls.
Oh,
They were
man,
all
that's
like
crazy.
loud and laughing and joking and dancing and just circled around each other in a little
Yeah.
huddle because it was like they
That's
couldn't
what
go
they do
nowhere.
now.
They kept like harassing us
You
the whole night, the
were
whole
the only
time.
adult there?
No, I had my mother there, her grandmother was there, her aunt, her father, a couple of my aunts, my sisters was there.
Oh, okay.
So it was a few, and then my sister Tanya, she kind of got into it with one of the ladies, because the lady got in her face and was like, I think she told her, you need to stay in a child's place, and my sister said, what? I'm not no damn child, I'm 35 years old.
Yeah, you
But
know
she
how
was
your
like,
Oh.
You know your mom used to grab you up when you was acting crazy?
Yeah.
Somebody should have did that. One,
Right.
and that's it.
Right.
Just one. Hold on.
Somebody should have put somebody in the pool. That's what I would have done. Smash you right in the damn pool. White folks, they're so fucking ignorant.
There you go, man. Can we put the petition information out there again?
yeah,
Social
the
media?
petition is on change.org. The title is Racism is Never Okay.
And it's doing numbers.
And in 3 days, we got over 6,000 supporters.
Yeah.
That's good.
Damn. Yeah, it's a movement. It's a
Definitely
movement. The
movement,
Cave
man.
is a part of that movement. Whatever we can do to support it, let us know. Obviously, you here today because we felt, it's a good issue to talk on, speak on that.
Yeah. And my bus trip to Virginia leave at 8 o'clock tonight. Whoever want to go. First, we're going to Drexel Hill, though.
We're going to Drexel Hill
Drexel
first.
Hill's the first stop. Then we're going down VA. This motherfucker's is crazy, man.
Yeah, but Kia, thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
you
me.
coming on the show.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you for having me.
Thank
Thanks for the story.
We're going to put that petition all the way out there.
All the way. Keep it locked. It's the Cave.
You are now tuned in to DG Radio, The Cave, 4 to 6 p.m. every Saturday. Hosted by Cheek, Beans, ASR, Smooth. Let's go. You just tuned into a live show. 4 to 6 on Saturday is DG Radio. And my homies talking real shit. This the Cave, so don't get all in your feelings, bitch. We talking sports, music, sex, drugs. Might diss a few celebrities, but it's all love. Social media, current events. Fuck it, we might even run for politics. Hosted by my nigga Cheek, Beans, ASR. Hold up. Can't forget my nigga Smooth. You know we have them like, oh. Yeah, it's DG Radio. It's the Cave. 4 to 6 every Saturday. I'm MGD. Yeah, let's go.